we're going to make a really easy milk chocolate pound cake. And we're going to make it with actually a white box of cake mix. You know that I have several other pound cake recipes on my channel from scratch, but this one is so quick and so easy, I really wanted to make a video on this one. So I went ahead, and you can buy whatever brand of white cake mix that you prefer, and put that in a large bowl. Now, of course, you can use your stand-up mixer if you don't want to use the hand mixer. What you're going to need to do ahead of time, though, is to melt 8 ounces of butter, and you'll want it to cool. And when you're going to put that 8 ounces of butter right into the cake mix. And then you're going to start slowly adding 1 cup of milk to that. And I'm just going to start off on low. That was 1 cup of milk. And then you're going to add 3 eggs, and I've had them at room temperature. And I'm going to raise my speed up a little bit and beat 1 in at a time. And that's the 3rd. Now I'm going to raise my speed to high, get to that bottom of that bowl and work those sides. Now you're going to need to beat this cake for about a total of 3 minutes, but I'm going to move it along due to the video. You're also going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in also. Now you want this cake mix just to come all together and become very smooth. You're also going to need 6 ounces of milk chocolate, and I just went ahead and melted in my microwave 6 ounces of chocolate bars, and you do want it to be slightly cooled when you put this in, and that was 6 ounces of just your plain chocolate bars, milk chocolate bars. And now I'm going to just beat this in till it all becomes smooth. And again, you're going to spend at least a total of 3 minutes bringing this all together. I'm going to hit the sides of my bowl because that chocolate tends to stick to it. And get to the bottom with your spatula or your wooden spoon. Comes out extremely light and airy, and it really is great with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. It's not a real heavy pound cake that a lot of people are used to having or eating. Okay. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Now what you're going to need is 3 8 inches of pans. You'll need 3 of them, 8 inches. I like to actually use this particular mold. This little mold is actually 16 inches, and I get 2 of them. So I get 2 pound cakes when using this particular pan. But if you don't have this pan, then use your 8-inch little rectangle pound cake pans, and those will come out nicely. And all you really have to do is just spray your pans, you know, very well though. And I usually just put a half of the batter in my pan and try to work it as evenly as possible from one end to the other. Now you're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees, and it's going to take you anywhere from 35 to even 45 minutes for it to bake. So do use a cake tester or a toothpick and start checking it at about, well, at about 38 39 minutes, because you know all stoves set up, ovens rather, I'm sorry, they set up differently. And I'm just going to level it a little bit by tapping it. And what you want to do is once it comes out of the oven, let it sit on a cooling rack for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you can take it right out. I have one to show you here that's been made. And what I like to do is I just take powdered sugar and then just sprinkle the top of it, and then serve it that way. And I'm going to cut a piece here to show you. What I like about that pan is that it leaves the mold, so it kind of shows you where one piece would look like a serving. And I'll just plate that for you to show you. And there you have it. You can all put a little bit more of the powdered sugar on it, and it comes out extremely light and delicate milk chocolate pound cake. How easy to make, just out of a box of mix. I hope you like this one. If you do, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.